Hi guys, let's get this show on the way. First video for 2024 is all my pickups for January 2024. So January has been an interesting and yet epic and month. You'll see why soon. So yeah, we'll start with the one digital pickup. And that's basically my Christmas present from Adrian. I buy him gifts every year and he buys me something digital. He bought me on the Xbox Air Twister, which is fantastic. So he came around, he purchased it for me. He came up at the weekend, so he booted it up. I went to make a cup of tea and all I heard was, "What is this?" So I went in the front room and he's like, "Did he hire Queen?" So yeah, Air Twister, fantastic game. But the soundtrack, weird. It is literally like Queen and he's going for some sort of ballad and it's, yeah, very, very, very strange. But ultimately a really, really good game. So here we go with the physical stuff, because we like physical stuff, and even though you buy digital stuff, you don't ever really own it. If you did, you could resell it, but no, you don't own digital. And what do you mean I'm wearing exactly the same thing and everything looks exactly the same as the December pickups? I'm clearly not filming this directly after that. Anyway, we get back onto the pickups. First up, this came on sale for Facebook Marketplace. The guy was like, "I want £6 for it." It doesn't work. And I'm like, that is perfect. Because whilst I have one of these, my one of these, this part here, has literally been completely cut off just to fit on is it Master System 1 or Master System 2? But hey, this one you can clearly tell it has one screw in it. No, it has two screws in it. So yeah, it 100% doesn't work. He's obviously tried to open it up, but I will open it up. But yeah, my first pickup is a shell with innards that apparently don't work, but I will test it first. Again, we're clearing these out of 99p, so I bought lots of them and gave them away. It's an Xbox pen. So on the groups, Rowan Kitchen was selling some Saturn Macs, and whilst he didn't have any I needed, he had one I badly needed an upgrade for, and that was this one. Because my one, this part here, is entirely ripped off. So he did this with £10 posted. I was really chuffed because it generally goes for like 25 posted on eBay. Why are mags so much? Come on, Mark, give me those cheaper mags. I'm only missing a few. I think I'm missing about 5 from the Saturn collection now, and it's literally 2 for the Dreamcast collection, but they are so expensive. Yeah, really, really happy to get me upgraded on this one. And a big thank you, Mr. Rowan, who I've had a nice little chat. Next is, well, so this isn't the order I bought them in, because there's a certain big pile of stuff that I want to talk about. Next is my man in Japan, Steve Bailey, managed to grab me 2 games off my to get list. And he has been going absolutely everywhere. And I have lost my black-handled knife. I literally can't find it anywhere. But yeah, he's been going everywhere over Japan, getting some really cool bits. I missed out on a few little nice bits, but I was fine with that, you know. It happens. My list is getting shorter to get this anyway. But yeah, I have got... He's included a freebie. Oh, thank you, Mr. Steve Bailey. By the way, man in Japan, link below, Facebook link. Click it, and if there's anything you're after, send him a list. On his journeys, I'm pretty sure he will find it. Because I must be approaching over 100 games bought from this guy now. So, yeah, I mean, I knew him ever since he was on eBay as Steve666. Okay, so my freebie is drip coffee. So, I honestly don't drink coffee that much these days. I have cappuccino now and again when I go out, but not very often. So first of all, he corrected my mistake, because I noticed as soon as I bought it. I originally bought Giant Graham, those 2000 All Japanese Pro Wrestling 3. It was the wrong one. I wanted Pro Wrestling 2. So he managed to find this for me. It's really, really cheap. It's got all the little nubbins, spine cards, and reg card and all that. It's all in there. All in mint Ola condition, and yeah, this is the one I want just purely because it's got the Virtua Fighter characters in it. I mean, if you look at the case, you'll see the Virtua Fighter characters in the bottom corner, and it's supposed to be a really, really good game. And the other game, he's actually put my name on this because he had this one put by for a while. It was kind of like, see what else you get, and he was searching for weeks and weeks, but other than that, nothing else came up. But yeah, he had this. I had to have it. This is the first printing of Garou, also known as Fatal Fury, Mark of the Wolves. So yeah, an awesome, awesome price for this. Reg, and I don't know if these came with reg cards, but it's got the spine card, and yeah, I love this game. The thing is, I play it on the Xbox 360, Xbox Live, and it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome sauce. Next up, we have this is the final pickup of the month, and I didn't really think about buying it. Basically, it came up local on a Facebook Marketplace, and the guy, it was the day that this game came out, and it was kind of like 40 quid. I was like, well, I didn't want it, but I do now, because everywhere else it's like 70, 80 quid. And that was Tekken 8. And yeah, it's got like special features, art book, day one edition, launch edition, extra nubbins, and folded box, full game, corporation stickers, and burning chain metal tin plate. Interesting. So, I know my older daughter's going to be stealing this off me as soon as I finish this video, because she wanted to open it when I got it. She's like, "But baby." I said, "No, need to do video first." So, before I go into what is the final lot pickups of the month, I just want to talk about what I've been playing. First up, I have been playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So, as I said in my last month's video, I basically wanted some time off. I wanted December and January off. I didn't want to do any filming. I just wanted all my spare time so I could play a game. And so yeah, so I wanted Tears of the Kingdom. I started Tears of the Kingdom middle of November, and I finished it just over a week ago, so it was like the January 27th, 26th, something like that. And yeah, it's good. It's really good. I don't think I find it as amazing as other people, purely because I don't have the nostalgia for Zelda, because I grew up as a Sega kid. But I thoroughly enjoyed what I played through, and the fact that I spent 100 hours in the game. Never once did I feel I wasn't going to finish it. I knew how massive a game it was when I started playing it. But yeah, it makes the first one, Breath of the Wild, feel like a demo. And even the combat is so much improved. You go back to Breath of the Wild and it's just like, yeah, if you're ever going to play a Zelda game and it's just one, Tears of the Kingdom, it's so good. And yeah, I loved every moment I played it. I even actually did like an 11-hour stint over Christmas on one day. I haven't done that since I was a teenager. But yeah, fantastic. Will it be Game of the Year 2024? You'll find out next year, because the list has started. And then I finished my second game, and that was Dead Space Remake. So good. They changed where the pen treasure was, but I found it. Start to finish, 12 hours, 13 hours, did all the side quests. It's just what a remake needs to be. It's perfect, it's spot on. Graphics were gorgeous, and please hurry up with number 2. So, something is amazing and awesome and special happened this month. So my friend Mark, who's actually appeared on the channel, sat in a Mario Kart seat. We basically grew up together. We played all the consoles together. We did Amiga, we did Dragon 32, PC, Spectrum Plus 3 he had. And basically his dad loved flight sims and game consoles. And so when we grew up, his dad always bought the newest game console, and we just literally, well, we profiteered from it and we played them all. And his dad basically just kept buying up until it was like PC, so we played for, and it was so good. And then in our teens, basically, we bought games consoles and we started doing our own thing as it is. And yeah, he decided it's time to sell. And I bought a lot off him. And yeah, seeing some of this stuff is super duper nostalgic. And that was the table. If you want to know why it's super nostalgic, it's purely because of this first one. So this first one, do you recognise this? It's a Sega Dreamcast. But do you actually know what this is? Because of course you don't, I'm just being me. This is my original Sega Dreamcast. Yes, my day, well, it wasn't really my original because my original one died just like 2 days before warranty, but they switched the console over. But yeah, this was my original Dreamcast that I spent so much time playing on and just loving every moment I played. And it's not looking good. It's gross. It looks like someone's peed on it, relentless. And on top of that, actually I'll get it out for you guys to see. It's where it you get out. Yeah, it's it's got all the bags, all the leads. Well, no, you still got to find out the power lead and the SCART lead for me. But unfortunately, it happens to Sega Dreamcasts, and they do look rather minging. And so, as I was checking everything, I booted up, and of course, it's a V1 Sega Dreamcast. So it does have the reset issue. I do have quite a few Sega Dreamcasts. I don't know if I'm going to send this one off to my Mr. Dreamcast, Martin, to see if he can do anything with it. I mean, it's my original Dreamcast. But that's not all. I should pop that there. Because along with my original Sega Dreamcast, he had everything that I'd sold him with it. And the House of the Dead 2 gun set. Didn't I buy one of these not long ago? This thing is so cool. And it's my one! But, yeah. So, the gun set all working perfectly. But this is the kicker. Are you ready? All my original games I sold him as well. So we have demo discs. I mean, I vaguely remember selling this to him, but it was quite a while ago. And there are certain, like, they're clearly official games, aren't they? Quick, hide them. We have Planet Ring. We have Dream Key. We have Dream Key 3.0. And this was clearly his, because this has his name and address on it. So I can't show you this one. And the games. Crazy Taxi. Dino Crisis. Put them that way so you can see the titles. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Quake 3 Arena. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Unfortunately, Dead or Alive, which has no manual, and apparently he paid £4 for it, but this disc doesn't work, which really sucks. And he just basically chucked this in a sealed copy of the Prometheus soundtrack. So, yeah. Yeah, that is so cool to have that. It's such a shame it don't work, and the problem is it's so badly discoloured, it's just like, it's just going to go in the attic and be forgot about. But it was my original Dreamcast. But wait, there's more! This one's a screamer! Sorry, it's a scary movie reference. I'm trying to be funny, but it doesn't always work. This wasn't everything he had in the pile. The next one I knew he had. And, of course, I bought it side of the collection. It's an Atari Lynx version 2. And when I say I can't get this bit to go down flat, I've got to look into it. When I say this thing is mint, it is absolutely crazy mint. And he has all the baggies. It's in there, and it's like it's literally been played for maybe 25 minutes, if that. I played it. It is a bit quiet, so I think the caps are going to need doing. The screen seems to be fine, but I know obviously with the Lynxes you need to get the caps done so you can oomph the sound back, and because they dry out over time. And yeah, let's go with Batman Returns. It's all in there. I think there's another game in there as well. Was there another game in there? Right, let's have a look see. No, all the baggies of paper. Yes, I've left Batman Returns in the machine. But while it's open, I'll just show you guys. I mean, just check that out. That is not the mintiest mint of mint Atari Lynx has ever. You know what's so funny is I've never seen an Atari Lynx 2 before. So when I come to check it, because I check everything before we agreed on how much we was going to do and all that, I couldn't figure out where the batteries go. And of course, I really need to get a PSU, and I will. But I was like, wait a minute, there's no one on the back. I tried pushing these in and everything, but no, it's at the bottom. This slides off. I literally had to look it up online. But you know when you just like when I played like Zelda Link's Awakening, I felt stupid because I couldn't figure out some of the dungeons. It was just like, how do I put batteries in this thing? Boy, I feel an idiot. And when you see it, it's just like, well, yeah, but it's not obvious because it is hidden very, very well. But yeah, so thank you for that, Mark. But it's still not over. This last piece of kit Now, he told me he had this, but obviously I'd never played on this before. I never intended on getting one, ever, because to be honest, they never really interested me in the first place. And I've actually been borrowing a friend of mine's one for about 5 years now, so it's been upstairs in the cupboard waiting for me to play, which I haven't got around to. I mean, this is mad. Are you ready? What comes after the Atari Lynx? The Atari Jaguar. And literally, it was so cool. When he showed this to me, I was like, oh my god, dude. You said you've played it, but you've never opened it. The seal has not been broke. And then he had this really stupid look on his face. He was like, wait, what? Because he ripped the bottom to open it. And it's not like ripped it, he just obviously... the glue's come apart. And again, like the Atari Lynx, I mean, this dude really does look after his stuff. And I'm going to get this one out. This thing is absolutely, again, minterific, if that is a word. It's how all the baggies, it's got everything. It's got it needs dusting. It's got the pre-dental unit, if you know about that. And yeah, so when I tested this, I had to try RF, and it worked straight away. And I'm so chuffed. I mean, it's got all the baggies, it's got absolutely everything. It's got the side morph game. The one thing that has actually got in it, which I always find funny, I swear that Mark was the person that funded this company that kept them going for so long. And this is the original receipt from Special Reserve. So when he bought this, I got the wrong glasses on. He got, yeah, that's the other game that he needs to find out. Apparently he's got that. Yeah. He paid for this Atari Jaguar $85.99 plus £3 shipping. Do we have a date? UK sale, yes, but do we have a date on it? Yes, 13th of the 3rd, 96. And your membership number, Mark. If you ever need your membership number, let me know, because I've got the receipt here. And so cool to see, and yeah. So it's really weird because it's not one I would have gone out of the way to buy, but again, it's from Mark, and this is the one thing that I know that isn't like part of my childhood, but hey, hang on, goes weird, goes that way, doesn't it? But it's Mark, and you know, me and Mark put together, so he had 2 games for it. Apparently there's 3. I've got to give him the name of that one before I put it all away. I've got to write it down. Game number 1. And these games are in crazy condition. We have Wolfenstein 3D. And a phone going off in the background, but don't worry about that. These are crazy condition. They have the paperwork. Oh yeah, they have this in a bag. They have that, which goes on there. And I always like the Atari Jaguar version of this. Now, I have actually played the Atari Jaguar version of Wolfenstein. And the thing that sticks out about this one is how fast it plays. I can't get it quite shut, but I will do in a minute. And the last game, when anyone says to you, Atari Jaguar, by the way, I'm sure I said the Atari Jaguar box set came with Cybermorph. So yeah. When anyone says to you Atari Jaguar, what game do you associate to it? This is Sega music, I don't know what this is, I've not heard this one before. It's Alien vs Predator. And yeah. Special Reserve. So this be paid $46.49. It's the Jaguar Car Alien vs Predator Special Reserve mail order 0279 600 204. Give them a call, see if they exist, which I guarantee you they don't. But yeah, so as I said, I did check all these out, and the manual, which of course, like all Jag games, has got a little bit of bent down at the bottom. The new card and the 3 pad inlays, and the pad is awful. I don't care what anyone says, it's not as awful as the N64 pad. Oh, sorry, don't like the N64 pad, but got to be honest. But the pad is just not my cup of tea, because that's my cup of tea. But I had fun playing it, and yeah. So that was a long one. That's what you said. That is everything for January, and yeah, so literally, I didn't know this. I mean, Mark's been sorting his stuff out. But when I say this, 4 years he's been saying to me, I will. There's stuff in the way, I can't get to it. And it just kept kind of crazy. I went round there, and because I go around there, like, try and go around there once a month, and we have like, we watch some X-Files, or we've been watching the new Frasier, and then we play some games for a couple of hours. And he was kind of like, yeah, can you sell this for me? And he showed me this generator. And we went, oh, yeah, fair enough, I'll sort that out for you, no worries. And he walked in the front room and goes, I bet you was expecting lots of games consoles, ha ha! And yes, where I sit in the front room, they were all there waiting for me to do. So, yeah. So I've got to say, a massive thank you to Mark. Yeah. We played some of this. Don't remember the Jaguar, though. So, my question to you guys, once a month now, I want to ask you guys a question. You can pop your answer down below, it'd be awesome. My question to you this month is, have you ever purchased a games console that you literally had no interest of owning, or never even thought you would own? I mean, obviously, I got the Atari Jaguar, so now I have. I had the GX 4000 many years ago. I got that ridiculously cheap, but I don't have that now. And don't miss it at all. Burning rubber on that pad, not for me. So, yeah. So anyway, thanks for sticking around, guys. We have started the year with a banger. And apparently Mark has more, and he's just got to find it. And apparently he has his childhood toys he's going to sort out as well. And watches. He has a collection, he's a watch collector, but he has a collection of watches that he wants to sell. So if you're a watch collector, pop a comment down below or find me on Facebook. I'm easy to find, because he does have a nice collection of watches that he's putting some up for sale. I don't know anything about watches. He did, amazingly, I should have brought it down here, but I haven't. For my birthday in December, he bought me the Casio watch that is worn by Amanda Ripley in Alien Isolation. And it's so cool. It's so cool. I wasn't expecting it. It totally blew me away, because normally we do like little gifts or something to each other. But a watch from Alien Isolation, it was awesome. But yeah, anyway, it's been a long video. Shut up, Cliff, ended. So big thank you to Rowan, Guy on Facebook, Steve, down below, Steve Bailey for any Japanese video game in goodness, and Mark for just this amazingness. Yeah, the Dreamcast, just having the Dreamcast again, my Dreamcast. It's just a shame it's in such bad condition it don't work. But yeah, it's been awesome. So thank you guys for watching. I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye for now. See, I love tea, but I filmed the pickups back to back, and I've just gulped the last tea. The question is, can I gulp this one as well? And by the way, it is like 2:30 in the morning when I'm filming this, so it's going to be up for a while. Feel bloated, but you know what? I've got to do that again. I love tea.